Today, everything you need to know about empanadas. ¡Vamos! Empanadas. So a lot of people here in the US, they're gonna think about the Mexican empanadas that are like sweet pastries. Argentinian / South American empanadas are savory, are like a meal. And we're gonna do what I do all the time. It's like fusion flavors from South America and North America. We're gonna do the classic Argentinian empanada, step by step, the pulled pork provolone empanada. That's my creation, my idea. We're gonna do one of my favorite recipes, and I can say it is the recipe that defines me the best. We're gonna do the Jalapeño Popper Empanada. And then last is gonna be the Pepperoni Pizza Empanada. So, it's a lot of work. Let's get into it. Vamos. To make an empanada, first we need to make the filling. Once the filling is done, we need to cool it down, and then we need to wrap the empanada. In this case, we're gonna do like already made empanada. You have frying and you have for bacon. You can do your own dough, but I don't think it's necessary. So the one that is gonna take longer is the pulled pork. So let's go ahead, prepare the pulled pork to put it in the smoker. Vamos. We have a bone-in pork butt. This is how I like to prep it. We're gonna use Melinda's hot sauce as a binder. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna trim a little bit the fat, but yes, don't judge. We are smoking, remember. I don't trim fat when I do open fire. This smoking is a complete different deal. Remember, smoking is not as aggressive as open fire, so I like to trim. Even that I'm smoking, if it's bad to trim, goes against my religion. I hate doing this to you, I hate. All right, I'm gonna score binder. So my chimichurri mix is very low sodium. So if you're gonna use it as a dry rub and a big piece of meat like this or a brisket, I recommend to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I want a light coat, and then yes, we can go heavy with this. We can go heavy, okay? Chimichurri, the smell. Pork butt ready. We're gonna cook this on a hot and a fast style. Probably in 5 hours we're gonna cook it, okay? Let's go to the smoker. Vamos. This is my only smoker. It's from my friend Jeremy Oder, mad scientist. So we're gonna cook it 300 to 325 until it reaches 170, 175 internal. And then we're gonna wrap it, put some beer on it, and then we cook it. I think we're gonna take 5 hours, hot and fast. Don't judge. Pork butt on the smoker. Now we're gonna continue with one of my favorite creations, the Jalapeño Popper Empanada. So you know me, I always eyeball everything. What we're doing here, we're gonna do thick cut bacon, same amount of bacon and same amount of steaks. I picked this select New York strips, see, almost no marbling. You don't need a high quality steak for this recipe. Eyeball it, same amount of bacon and same amount of meat. So this is a very extremely easy recipe, guys. Remember, it has to fit inside an empanada. These sizes would be perfect. If I have to pick the recipe that defines me the most, it's probably gonna be this one, the Jalapeño Popper Empanada. Why? Because a little bit of story time. 25 years ago, I was traveling, backpacking through Europe. Then I decided to cross to Morocco, Africa, and there I met my Texan wife. So since then, my life has been between Argentina and Texas. So we lived in both places. Our 3 kids are both nationalities. We have friends and family in both places. We actually have businesses in both places. So that said, when you think in Argentina, probably you're thinking in empanada. When you're thinking in Texas, you're thinking on a Jalapeño Popper. In my humble opinion, this is probably mixing the 2 best barbecue cultures in the world. Argentinian / South American and Texas / American. So that combined is what I do, is what I am, is what my family is, and is what the recipe is all about. So let's see. Okay, bacon, steak, now let's chop some jalapeno, baby. So now it's up to you and see how hot do you want it. You can leave the seeds or you can take them off. You can take them off, less hot. Bacon, beef, jalapeno ready, equal parts. Now let's go to the grill. For today's grill, we're gonna use the Ibar from Fogues TX. We're gonna start the fire and we're gonna use the plancha up here. We're not gonna use the grill. Tumbleweeds, baby, tumbleweeds for the win. Santi, bring me the plancha, man, the griddle. Plancha, griddle, however you want to say it. We're gonna cook the bacon first, no oil, anything, because here we have all the grease that we need, okay? First the bacon. I like this. I like what I'm seeing. I like the flame. Remember, when you cook with a plancha, with a griddle, you need the flame. Again, you can cook a whole meal with little sticks. That's it. I want to hear more. I want to hear more of that. This is bacon. We should be more aggressive on the bacon. That's what I always said. When you cook open fire, you use all your senses. I want to hear more. Santi, bring me a piece of pecan, please. I need more flame. Thank you, senor. Let me show you some of my toys that I have. So this is a poke and shovel from Fog STX. See, this looks like a normal poke, but check this out. Okay guys, when the bacon is half done, it's time for the beef. And again, we don't need oil because we have all the fat from the bacon, right? See what I mean, that noise? See? That's music. For this particular recipe, I don't like to add anything because I think the ingredients speak for themselves. And also, bacon has a lot of salt. The mozzarella we're gonna put later has a lot of salt. The cream cheese has a lot of salt. So I think that's enough salt. Or even the dough that we're gonna use has salt. So I know you guys like to put a lot of seasoning, but trust me, this recipe doesn't need anything. Nothing wrong with seasoning. I love seasoning, dude. I own a seasoning line. But sometimes you don't need seasoning, dude. Sometimes let the ingredients speak for themselves. I prefer my bacon like this, not so crispy. I like to bite on it. But if you like the bacon more crispy, what you can do is leave it longer before you put the meat. But I don't want to overcook the meat right now. This is done. We're going to put the jalapeno just for a few minutes, and that's it. Jalapeno raining, baby. This is it. Ya está, vamos. Like, did you see that? It was not even 2 minutes. That's what I like. It's gonna keep cooking with the heat of the other stuff. Santi's gonna bring me the tray. Thank you, Santi. Every single empanada filling has to be cold. Not cold, super cold before you apply the empanada. Now we're gonna let this cool down until it's like almost frozen. Then we're gonna add the cream cheese and the mozzarella, and that's it. It's all they need. Another pro tip when you do open fire cooking or cooking like that, you can do. Remember we talked about, you can put olive oil on a paper towel. So this way you're gonna clean it. See, look. Then you're gonna save this to start another fire, or if you wanna like pump up the heat, you can put this in the fire. It's gonna be like a volcano. This is gold right here. Save it. Put it there. Now we're gonna do the Argentinian traditional empanada, and I'm gonna show you step by step everything you need to do. We need a cast iron, like a pan. You can do this in a normal stove, but we're gonna do this like that because that's what we do. Open fire, a little bit of oil. Argentinian beef empanada, of course it takes beef. You can do like cut like little pieces of meat, but I like to use ground beef. Don't judge. I like my meat in a tube. This is HEB, baby. We are blessed here in Texas to have the HEB, so this is perfect. First secret, and I know it's gonna sound a lot, but you have to use the same amount of onions that you're gonna do ground beef. You think it's a lot, but it's not. Onions first. Onions in. I like to put red bell peppers, green bell peppers. See? Mexican flag right there. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores. Sorry about that one, guys. A lot of people don't know, and I said it in a video before, me growing up, I didn't know anything about Mexican food or anything. My first jalapeno in my life, I ate it in Texas when I was 35 years old. So that's how different are the cultures down there. We need more fire here. Santi, I need you. Oh, okay, wait. Remember what we talked about? I need like a punch of heat. Remember this? Check this out, huh? Look at this. Let's go. Let's go! I like to do 2 batches of seasonings. First, on our fritada, that has the veggies, and then the second when we add the meat. I don't use salt, but this is probably 80% salt, right? So be careful. You don't want to over salt. Now I like to put black pepper. Last, for the first batch of seasonings, garlic powder. Again, guys, I eyeball everything. I don't have measurements, sorry about that. The key is to try your food. While you're cooking, almost when it's done, you start trying and see what you like, you know, what you don't like. You add whatever you like. Get used to try your meat all the time. So check this out, see? When it's like that, kind of translucent, that is already cooked, time to add the meat. I think we need a little bit more fire. Santi, ¿cómo te gusta poner el tronco, eh? Sosa, golosa, boludo. The meat is done. Now time to do the second batch of seasoning. And this is my other secret. A lot of paprika. Because can you tell that gray, sad look that the meat has? Like always, ground beef is always happen that. A lot of paprika. That's gonna give them the color, that red, delicious color. And again, you can go heavy because paprika is not so invasive. Again, we're gonna eyeball it and you're gonna see how the color is gonna change. See, it was gray and ugly and sad. Now it has this reddish color. Next, and this one, yes, we have to be careful. Comino is very invasive, so be careful with this one, okay? Don't put a lot. Now, the traditional recipe don't have cayenne pepper, but I'm gonna put it because we're in Texas and we like a little spicy. Again, be careful, okay? It has to have a little kick, not so much. One of the videos that we did, I said that in Argentina we didn't need anything spicy, and a guy from the Northwest got all offended because yes, there's 2 or 3 provinces out of 23 that they eat spicy on the north of Argentina. So guys, don't get offended so easy. Oregano. I have to say something about this oregano. This is actually Mexican oregano. When I moved here, I started using a lot of oregano like I normally use, and it was so like strong. Everything tastes like oregano. So then I realized that Mexican oregano is way stronger than normal oregano, but I love it. Even if it's dry, it smells so good. Last secret, let's use a cheap wine, just a little bit. And we're gonna let it simmer for at least 25 minutes, 30 minutes. This to the refrigerator. Almost 4 hours, temperature between 300 and 325 all the time. We got a 165 internal, so now it's time to wrap. Some people like to use apple juice or any kind of fruit juice. Other people like cerveza. I'm gonna try this one. Look at this, chelada de mango. First time doing this. Let's see, the whole beer. Let's go now back to the smoker. And now we can crank it up until to 350. That's again my friend's Matt Rourke. He said once you wrap it, 350 for 2 hours, then 2 hours resting, and we are eating. Vamos. While we finish the pork pat, we're gonna start prepping the filling that doesn't require any cook. This is the empanada that I recommend when you don't feel like cooking. Super fast, and the kids are gonna love it. Very easy. We have mozzarella, tomatoes, and pepperoni. Let's start cutting the pepperoni in little pieces. Maybe 4, maybe 6. We got the mozzarella, pepperoni. This is a tip. Whenever you do an empanada with a lot of cheese like this one, when you bake it, it's gonna want it to break or explode because of all the gases of the cheese. So this is a tip that is gonna help. Don't ask me why, but if you put an egg on the mix, it's gonna help not to explode. Now get dirty. I like what I'm seeing. I like the ratio. I like the consistency. And that's it, guys. That's it. Before we make the empanada, we're gonna put a little bit of like a half a spoon of tomato sauce when we build it, and that's it. That's all you need. Okay, let's check out this pork. Oof, look at this. It rested for 2 hours. First, we pull out the bone, and now check this out. It shreds like butter. Mamma mia, the smell. That chimichurri rub on the pork goes so good. Same as the other fillings, we're gonna take it to the refrigerator, cool it down, and then let's finish the mix. But let's start building empanadas. Vamos! Argentinian beef, check this out. See, that was all liquid. Now look, it's solid, and this is what you want. The traditional Argentinian recipe goes with olives and with hard-boiled egg, right? I found out here in the US, they're okay with the olives. I don't think they're okay with the hard-boiled egg. And now, to the Jalapeño Popper. The key ingredient, cream cheese. You think I have enough? Look at this baby. And remember, it's very, very important to let the filling cool down before you put the cream cheese. Because if you put it when it's hot, it's gonna like separate the oil. So, yeah, and now we're gonna put a provolone. I love provolone on everything. Now, let's get dirty. Let's get down a bit. Na, 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 na. Look at this, guys. We're ready. It's the moment of the truth. We have Jalapeno Popper mix, we have the Argentinian mix, and we have the Pepperoni Pizza mix. Now, we're gonna build the empanadas, and this is gonna be very interesting. Vamos. Remember empanada dough? We're gonna fry some, and we're gonna bake the other ones. Let's start building the Argentinian empanadas. Let's see who can roll. So he can kill you with that hand. I don't know if he can roll an empanada, but he can definitely do you some serious damage to you. Not my most beautiful empanada, but boom, see?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Beef ready, we just made 12. We have a lot of filling left over. We're gonna use it another day. And now we're gonna go with the Jalapeño Popper Empanada. The question now is, if all empanadas look the same in the outside, how do you know which one is which? That's when you come with the creativity and then you make a different repulgue. Remember, repulgue is how you close the empanada. We know that this one is beef, we know that this one is Jalapeño Popper. And now we're gonna put the Pepperoni Pizza one, and because we're gonna bake them, see, we change the tapa. This is for baking. Check this out. First, we're gonna put a teaspoon of tomato sauce. The filling, remember, not too much, not too short. First thing we're gonna do is to close it. And check this out, guys. This is probably the easiest, not the most. This is the easiest. Close it. Look, you flip it. You tie it here. You make like a little basket. So you can also do this like a chimney, something like that. See? So also breathe. That's gonna help not to explode. Okay, last one, the pulled pork empanada. We have our filling already cooled down all the way. Now we're gonna mix it with provolone cheese. So now what I like to do to give it the sweet and tangy flavor, we're gonna use some barbecue sauce. This is a Blazing Star barbecue sauce. This is one of my favorite because it's not as sweet, but this has a little kick. Perfect ingredient for this. We're gonna use half a bottle. We don't wanna make it too wet. We're gonna fry these ones too, so we're gonna use these empanadas. And now we're gonna make a different repulgue, but this one is the one that is gonna be very easy for you to do if you don't know how to do it. We call it the lazy repulgue. Again, same deal, filling. We're gonna close it. Once it's closed, look how easy is this. You grab a fork, boom, boom. To fry them, I have my Ibar from Fogues. We're gonna use the regular grill and we're gonna put a cast iron, put lard, and we're gonna fry them. For the baked ones, we're gonna use the Sigi. This is an open fire pizza oven, also from Fogues TX. We're gonna build the fire here and we're gonna cook here. Fancy olive oil from the north of Rome. This time, yeah. The aroma and, how you say it? Oh, I can feel that smell of all fresh olives. Lard, lard baby. That's how we roll here. Hey, trouble starting the fire? No problema. Look at that. Okay, lard is 350, 375. With lard, you can even cook to 400, but you don't want your oil or your lard super hot because remember, the filling is already cooked, but it's cold. If you have it super hot, you're gonna golden that dough, but the inside is gonna still cold. Give them a solid 5 to 6 minutes for fryer. Now we're gonna use the Sigi. The oven is extremely hot. Remember, we need to cook or melt the inside and also cook this part, the door. Let's see how it works. Let's do one try. Let's see. Okay guys, this is it. It was a lot of work, but check this out. Isn't this beautiful? So see now what I told you about the repulgue, now you can identify which one is it. We have baked, pizza oven, pepperoni pizza, Argentinian beef, I forgot what is that, oh, pulled pork, and the Jalapeño Popper, okay? So we have to do the testing. I think I'm gonna bring my Santi here, and he worked his ass off on this one. Okay, Santi, vamos? Vamos. Pizza. It tastes like a pizza. Perfect when you don't want to cook. Your kids are gonna love it. Traditional Argentinian empanada. Okay, vamos. Oh, see the dripping? This is what we call open legs empanada. That means when you're sitting down, you have to open the legs because it's dripping. That's my recipe. That's my creation. Pulled pork provolone barbecue sauce empanada. Cheers. You don't find this in Argentina. The smoky, sweet, tangy, the provolone brings everything together. The Jalapeño Popper Empanada. Probably one of my best creations. Salud.
For Texas.
For Texas, baby. It is? What? 1 quart.
Obscene.
Obscene. Okay, guys. Santi approved. Absolutely amazing. I love to make empanadas. After asado, this is one of my favorite things to cook. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like this content. And if you want more, subscribe to the channel and see you the next time. Vamos.